Hello, and welcome back to Leo English Story. My name is Sarah, and I'm so happy you're here today. If you're listening to this, it means you're someone who wants to learn English, and not just slowly, but quickly and effectively. Maybe you've already studied for a few months or even years, but you still don't feel confident when speaking. Maybe you understand some words, but not full sentences. Or maybe you just want to find the best way to improve fast without wasting time. Well, let me tell you something important. You are not alone. I have been exactly where you are now. A few years ago, I started learning a new language, Spanish. I studied grammar. I watched videos. And I even bought a big dictionary. But guess what? After 1 year, I couldn't hold a simple conversation. I was so frustrated. I thought, why am I not improving? Then I realized the problem wasn't me. It was the method. I was learning the hard way. I was studying like a school textbook, but not living the language. That's when I made a change. I started using real-life conversations, listening to podcasts while walking, repeating phrases aloud, and most importantly, I made learning fun and part of my everyday life. And that's exactly what I want to share with you today. In this video, or blog, we will talk about how you can learn English fast. Even if you are a beginner or at an intermediate level, you don't need expensive books, or perfect grammar, or even a teacher next to you. What you need is motivation, the right method, and daily practice. Here's what we will cover in the next sections. Setting clear goals, why knowing your why helps you stay focused. Surrounding yourself with English, how to create an English world around you. Practicing speaking every day, even if you have no one to talk to. Listening more than reading, the power of audio and how it trains your brain. Learning vocabulary in context, stop memorizing random words. Staying consistent and motivated, build the habits that keep you learning daily. Each part will include real examples, useful English phrases, and simple tips you can start using today. Everything will be explained slowly and clearly, so you can follow and improve while listening or reading. So grab your notebook. Find a comfortable place, and let's begin this journey together. Don't worry about mistakes. Don't worry about your accent. Just start, because the secret is simple. The more you use English, the faster you will learn. Part 1. Set clear goals, know your why. Hello again! Let's begin this journey with something very important, your goal. If you want to learn English fast, you need to be very clear about why you are learning English. Setting a goal is like using a map. Without a destination, you don't know where to go. But if you have a clear goal, every step becomes easier. Why do you want to learn English? Let's start by asking a simple question. Why are you learning English? Is it for a job, for travel, to study abroad? To pass an exam like IELTS or TOEFL? Or maybe you want to talk with friends from other countries? Your reason is personal, and it is important. When you know your why, it helps you stay motivated, even on hard days. For example, if your dream is to study in Canada, you can imagine yourself in a classroom in Toronto, understanding your professor, asking questions, and making friends in English. That image gives you energy to keep going. Write your reason down on paper. Put it on your wall or your phone screen. Look at it every day. That's your goal. Make your goals SMART. Now, let's make your goals SMART, which means specific, I want to speak English fluently for work. Measurable, I will study 30 minutes every day. Achievable, I will learn 10 new words a day. Realistic, I will practice speaking with a friend online once a week. Time-bound, in 3 months. I want to introduce myself confidently. When your goal is SMART, you feel more focused and organized. You know what to do, and when to do it. Break it into small steps. A big goal can feel scary, but if you break it into small daily steps, it becomes easy. For example, Day 1, learn 5 basic greetings in English. Day 2, watch a short English video and repeat 5 sentences. Day 3, write 3 sentences about your daily routine. This way, every day you make progress, even if it's just 1%. Over time, those 1% steps become big results. Example, my friend Anna. Let me tell you about my friend Anna from Brazil. She wanted to work for an international company, but her English was very poor. She told me, "Sarah, I want to be fluent in 6 months." I said, "Great, let's set SMART goals." We broke her goal down into small tasks. 15 minutes of English listening every day. 5 new words a day in a notebook. Speaking English with me on Zoom every Friday. Watching English movies on weekends, with subtitles first, then without. After 3 months, she could talk about her job, introduce herself, and ask simple questions. In 6 months, she got her dream job. She didn't become perfect, but she became confident. That's the power of small, SMART goals. Train your brain to focus. The human brain loves direction. When you give your brain a goal, it starts to look for ways to reach it. You feel more energy, more focus, and you start noticing opportunities like a free English class, a YouTube video, or someone to practice with. But without a goal, your brain gets tired. You feel lost. You stop. So, don't skip this step. Take 10 minutes today and answer. Why do I want to learn English? What do I want to do in 3 months? What can I do every day to get there? Final advice for this part. Keep your goal visible. Make your goals simple. Take daily steps. Celebrate every small win. Remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Every day you show up, you are one step closer to your dream. Part 2. Surround yourself with English. Build your language environment. Welcome to Part 2. Now that you have your goal, it's time to build your environment. If you want to learn English fast, one of the best things you can do is surround yourself with English every day, not just when you study, but all day long. Think about how babies learn language. They don't take grammar lessons. They hear the language around them all the time, and slowly, their brain starts to understand it. You can do the same. Turn your world into English. You live in a country that speaks your native language, right? So you see and hear that language everywhere, on the streets, on TV, on your phone. That's why it feels so natural. Now imagine this. What if you started to see and hear English every day, everywhere? Change your phone language to English. Watch YouTube videos and Netflix in English. Start with subtitles. Then remove them. Listen to English music. Try to understand the lyrics. Sing along. Download English podcasts. Listen while you cook, clean, walk, or relax. Read short stories or articles in English. Don't worry if you don't understand every word. Follow English-speaking creators on Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook. Your brain will slowly start to accept English as a normal language. It's like learning by living the language, not just studying it. Make your phone your English school. You probably use your phone for 2 to 4 hours every day. That's not bad if you use it smartly. Here's how. Install apps like Duolingo, LingQ, Quizlet, Memrise, or BBC Learning English. Follow English-speaking YouTubers who explain things slowly and clearly. Subscribe to an English Word of the Day newsletter or Telegram channel. Create a WhatsApp group with friends who are learning English too. Share a word or phrase each day. You don't need 3 hours of study per day. Even 15 minutes here, 10 minutes there, can make a big difference if you're consistent. Speak, even to yourself. Now, here's a funny tip. Speak English to yourself. It may feel strange, but it works. When you wake up, say, "Good morning. Today I will go to work." When you cook, "I am chopping the onions." When you walk, "The sun is bright today." This is called thinking aloud. You're training your brain to speak without fear. It also helps build fluency and confidence. You can even use a mirror. Talk to yourself as if you're in a conversation. It's powerful and free. Make your brain feel at home in English. Here's a secret. The brain doesn't like things that feel foreign or difficult. But if you hear English often, your brain starts to feel more comfortable. You stop feeling afraid of English. It becomes familiar. It becomes friendly. This is why many people who move to English-speaking countries improve very fast, because English is all around them. But even if you stay in your home country, you can still create your own English world. Your room becomes your classroom. Your phone becomes your teacher. Your voice becomes your practice partner. Real story, my student Daniel. Daniel is from Colombia. He wanted to study in the UK but had no money for classes. So, he created an English life. He watched only English TV, listened to English music every day, spoke to himself in English, read short news stories in English, joined a free English group on Zoom. After 6 months, he passed the IELTS exam and got his visa. Daniel didn't spend money, just time and effort. He built an English environment around him. And it worked. What you can do today: change your device settings to English. Choose one English podcast to listen to daily. Say 5 sentences aloud to yourself every day. Follow 3 new English-speaking accounts on social media. Tell your family, "I'm going to practice speaking to myself in English." Every little change helps. You are building your English world, one piece at a time. Part 3. Practice speaking every day, even without a partner. Welcome back, and thank you for staying with me on this journey. In the last section, we talked about building your English environment. Now let's talk about one of the most important parts of learning English fast: speaking. Yes, even if you don't have a partner, you can practice speaking every single day. Many learners say, "I don't have someone to practice with." But guess what? You don't need a partner to speak. You can still improve your speaking skills on your own. Let me show you how. Your brain needs to speak to remember. When you speak, you use more parts of your brain: memory, listening, pronunciation, grammar, and emotion. That's why speaking is so powerful. It helps you remember faster and learn deeply. You don't have to wait for perfect grammar or vocabulary. Start speaking now, every day, even for 5 to 10 minutes. Talk to yourself, seriously. This may sound silly, but it works. Talk to yourself in English, all day long. Here's how. Describe your actions. I am brushing my teeth. Now I am getting dressed. Make plans out loud. Today, I will go shopping. I need to buy rice and milk. Ask and answer questions. What did I eat yesterday? I ate chicken and rice. This is called self-talk, and it's one of the best ways to build confidence. You don't need to be perfect. Just speak. Use a mirror to practice. Stand in front of a mirror and talk. Look at your face. Smile. Pretend you are in an interview or a conversation with a friend. Example. Hello, my name is Sarah. I'm learning English because I want to travel. My favorite hobby is painting. What about you? This mirror method helps you see yourself as a confident speaker. It trains your brain to act naturally. Use voice recording apps. Open the voice recorder on your phone. Record yourself speaking in English for 1 to 2 minutes. Then, listen to it. What sounds good? What is not clear? Are you too fast? Too slow? Do this every day. You'll start to notice big improvements in just 1 week. You'll hear yourself and correct naturally. You can also compare recordings. Listen to yourself from 2 weeks ago and today. You will hear the difference. Use speaking apps or AI tools. If you want a real voice, try these apps. HelloTalk or Tandem, chat with native speakers or other learners. Elsa Speak, practice pronunciation with feedback. Google Assistant / Alexa / ChatGPT, voice ask questions and get answers in English. You don't need to be perfect. Just talk, make mistakes, learn, repeat. Repeat and shadowing technique. Choose an English video or podcast. Listen to one sentence, then pause and repeat exactly what you hear. Try to copy the speed, tone, and emotion. This is called shadowing. Example. Listen, I'm going to the market this morning. Pause. Say, I'm going to the market this morning. It's like singing along with your favorite song, but for English. Shadowing helps you improve pronunciation, speak faster, build natural rhythm. Do this for 10 minutes a day. You'll sound more fluent quickly. Success story, Chin from China. Chin wanted to move to Australia, but his speaking was very weak. He had no one to practice with. So, every day after work, he talked to himself in the mirror, watched English videos and repeated the sentences, recorded himself reading short stories. After 4 months, he passed his speaking exam. He didn't take expensive lessons. He just spoke to himself every day. If Chin can do it, so can you. What to do today? Set a timer. Speak English out loud for 5 minutes. Record yourself describing your day. Practice 3 mirror conversations this week. Shadow 5 sentences from a video or podcast. Repeat a daily affirmation, I am learning English, and I'm getting better every day. Your voice is your best teacher. Don't wait. Speak today. Speak now. Speak even when you're alone, because when your mouth starts moving, your mind starts learning. Part 4, listen more than you read, train your ear and brain. Welcome back to our journey. You're doing great so far. In the last part, we focused on speaking, even without a partner. Now, it's time to explore another powerful key to learning English fast, listening. Listening is how babies start learning a language. Before they speak, they listen for months. They hear the sounds, the rhythm, and the structure of the language. You can do the same with English. Listening helps you train your ear, your brain, and your intuition. Let's dive in. Why is listening so important? When you listen, you learn pronunciation, how words really sound. Connected speech, how words are spoken together. Natural expressions, the way native speakers really talk. Reading is useful, but real-life English is spoken fast. People connect words, use slang, and shorten sentences. Reading doesn't show this, but listening does. So, if you want to understand native speakers, movies, podcasts, or real-life conversations, you must train your ears. Listen every day, like brushing your teeth. Listening should be part of your daily life, like eating or brushing your teeth. You don't need 2 hours a day. Even 10 to 15 minutes of active listening every day will change your English. Here's how to do it. While commuting, play a podcast. While exercising, listen to an English song. While cooking, turn on a short YouTube video in English. While relaxing, try a guided English meditation. Make English sound normal to your brain. This is called passive listening. It still works, even when you're not focusing 100%. What to listen to, even for beginners. You don't need to start with fast movies or advanced news. Start simple. English podcasts for learners. Try The English We Speak or Voice of America, Learning English. YouTube channels like BBC Learning English, Speak English with Mr. Duncan, or English Addict. Slow English audiobooks. Search for free ones online. Start with fairy tales or short stories. Songs with lyrics. Choose slow songs. Read the lyrics. Sing along. You can also search English Listening Practice A2 B1 level. There are many great resources. Active listening equals faster results. Passive listening is good, but active listening is better. Here's what it means. Choose a short audio, 1 to 2 minutes. Listen one time. What is it about? Listen again and write down what you hear. Check the transcript or subtitles. Repeat the sentences out loud. This process is slow, but powerful. It trains your ears and memory. Train your brain to predict. When you listen often, your brain starts to guess what's coming next. This is called prediction. It's a superpower for language learners. For example, you hear, "Can you pass me the?" Your brain might guess, salt or menu or pen. That's great! It means your brain is thinking in English, and listening helps you build that skill. Real story, Sophia from Italy. Sophia wanted to move to the US, but her biggest fear was, "I can't understand fast English." She read grammar books but didn't feel ready. I told her, "Stop reading so much. Start listening." So, every day, she listened to a 5-minute podcast in the morning, watched a short English news story at lunch, repeated 3 sentences from a video in the evening. After 2 months, she said, "Now I understand 60 to 70% of English conversations." Her secret? She listened every day. Listening made her confident. She stopped fearing the language. Smart listening tips. Use headphones for better focus. Slow down the audio on YouTube or podcast apps. Try 0.75x speed. Repeat the same audio 3 to 5 times over 2 to 3 days. Mix accents: British, American, Canadian, Indian, African. All are English. Shadow what you hear. Say the sentence after the speaker. What to do today. Choose one English podcast or video. Listen to it twice. Write down 3 new words or phrases. Say them aloud. Repeat tomorrow. The more you listen, the more you understand. The more you understand, the more confident you become. You're doing an amazing job. Part 5, Read and Write Smart, Learn by using English Active. Welcome back, and congratulations on reaching part 5 of our learning journey. You've learned how to speak, how to listen, and how to build your English world. Now let's talk about 2 more powerful skills, reading and writing. Many learners think reading and writing are only for schools and exams, but that's not true. When done the right way, these skills help you learn faster, think in English, and remember vocabulary more easily. Let's see how. Why reading is important. Reading is not just about understanding stories. It teaches you new vocabulary in context, how sentences are built, natural grammar without studying grammar rules, common phrases and expressions. And the best part? You can read at your own speed. You can stop, think, and read again. Reading helps you see the language. Your brain starts to recognize patterns, and slowly, English starts to feel normal. What to read, and how. You don't need to read long novels or newspapers. Start small. Here are great options. Short stories for English learners. English dialogues. Children's books, simple and full of daily vocabulary. Comics and graphic novels. Websites or blogs about things you like, food, sports, fashion. News for learners, like Breaking News English or News and Levels. How to read smartly. Choose a short text, 100 to 300 words. Read once quickly, just to understand the main idea. Read again slowly. Underline 5 new words or phrases. Look them up. Try to understand them in the sentence. Read the sentence aloud. Try to write your own sentence using the new word. This is active reading. You are not just reading, you are learning while reading. Writing is your personal trainer. Writing may seem hard, but it's a powerful tool to build your English skills. Why? It helps you remember words better. You become more comfortable with sentence structure. You improve your thinking in English. You don't need to write a book. Just start small. How to practice writing, the easy way. Start with short and simple writing tasks. Here are some great ideas. Daily journal. Write 3 to 5 sentences every day about your day. Example. Today, I went to the market. I bought rice and fruit. It was hot outside. Write about your feelings. I feel happy because I watched a good movie. I'm tired because I worked all day. Describe a photo from your gallery. What do you see? Write an Instagram or Facebook caption in English. Write a dialogue between 2 people. Bonus tip: use Google Docs or Grammarly. These tools help check spelling and give suggestions, a great way to learn from your mistakes. Combine reading and writing. Here's a great method. Read a short story or news article. Write a short summary in your own words, 3 to 5 sentences. Highlight the words or phrases you liked. Use those words in a new paragraph about yourself. This way, you learn vocabulary, understand structure, and practice expressing your own ideas. Real story, Farida from Morocco. Farida wanted to move to Canada, but she felt shy speaking English. Her reading was okay, but her writing was weak. So, she created a small routine. Every morning, she read 1 short article in English. After reading, she wrote a small paragraph about it. At night, she kept a simple English journal. After 3 months, her English teacher said, "Farida, your grammar is better, and your vocabulary is growing." Reading and writing helped her express herself with confidence in her own words. What to do today. Choose a short story or article, 150 to 300 words. Read it twice. Write a 3-sentence summary. Find 3 new words or expressions and use them in a new sentence. Write 3 sentences about your day. These small actions build big results. When you read and write often, English becomes a tool you can use, not just study. Great job! Part 6, Review, Reflect, and Stay Motivated, Your Daily English Habit. Welcome to the final part of this powerful guide. You've made it so far, congratulations. In the previous sections, we talked about how to speak, listen, read, and write in English. But now we come to something that holds it all together: habits, motivation, and review. If you want to learn English fast, you need to review often and stay consistent. This part is about building a daily English habit that works for you and keeps you going even on hard days. Why review matters. Imagine learning 10 new words on Monday. If you never review them, you'll forget them by Friday. That's how the brain works. To make vocabulary, grammar, or expressions stay in your memory, you must see and use them again and again. That's why review is not optional, it's essential. And guess what? You don't need to spend hours reviewing. Just 10 to 15 minutes a day is enough. Simple review ideas that work. Here's how to review your English in fun and easy ways. Daily notebook each day. Write down 3 to 5 words or phrases you learned. Re-listen, play an old podcast episode or video again. You'll hear it better the second time. Reread, go back to a story or article from last week. This time, it will feel easier. Repeat speaking tasks, say the same mirror conversation from last week. Notice your progress. Flashcards, use apps like Anki or Quizlet to review vocabulary. The key is this: don't always chase new material. Return to old material often. That's how knowledge sticks. Build a daily routine. Even 20 minutes a day can make a huge difference. Here's an example routine. 5 minutes, review vocabulary from notebook or flashcards. 5 minutes, speak out loud, describe your morning. Talk to a mirror. 5 minutes, listen to a podcast or video. 5 minutes, read something short, news, Instagram, email. That's just 20 minutes, easy to do, even on a busy day. Customize it. Maybe you like 30 minutes every evening or 10 minutes before work. The most important thing is consistency. What to do on bad days? Yes, there will be days when you feel tired or lazy. That's okay. Don't be too hard on yourself. On those days, do just one small thing. Listen to a song in English. Read 5 sentences. Speak 2 sentences aloud. Review 2 words. Doing a little is better than doing nothing. This keeps your English muscle active, even on slow days. Motivation, find your why. To stay motivated, you need to remember why you started. Do you want to travel? Do you want to pass a test? Do you want a better job? Do you want to speak with friends around the world? Write down your why and look at it often. You can even make a vision board or keep a photo on your phone. Every time you feel tired, remember, I'm doing this for my future. Track your progress. Sometimes, you think you're not improving, but you are. Here's how to see your growth. Keep a journal. Read your first entry and compare it to now. Save recordings of yourself. Listen to the first one and the latest. Track how many new words you've learned. Seeing your progress helps you feel proud and keeps you going. Real story, Marco from Brazil. Marco started learning English 1 year ago. At first, he studied hard for 2 weeks, then stopped. After 3 months, he started again, then stopped. Finally, he decided to do just 15 minutes every day, no excuses. He made a small checklist. Speak 5 minutes. Listen 5 minutes. Read or review 5 minutes. That's it. Today, Marco can have conversations with tourists in his city. His English is not perfect, but it's strong. He's confident. Why? Because he kept going. What to do today? Create your daily plan, 15 to 30 minutes. Choose your review time, morning, lunch, night. Write your why on paper. Set a reminder on your phone. Do it every day, even when you're busy or tired. Small steps, every day, that's the secret to success. Congratulations, my friend! You've reached the end of this powerful and inspiring video, How to Learn English Fast. You've taken a big step today, not just by watching or listening, but by making a commitment to your future self. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned and celebrate your progress. Let's recap quickly. In part 1, you learned that motivation is your fuel. You discovered your why, the deep reason you want to speak English well. In part 2, we talked about speaking first. No need to wait until you're perfect. Start now. Speak to yourself, your mirror, your friends. Just speak. In part 3, you built your English world, surrounding yourself with English every day, even when you're not studying. In part 4, you trained your ears by listening actively and passively. Podcasts, music, YouTube, English is everywhere. In part 5, you practice smart reading and writing to make the language part of your thinking. In part 6, you learned how to build daily habits and stay motivated and consistent, even when life gets busy. This was not just a lesson, it was a full journey. And now, you're ready to continue on your own. You don't need to be perfect. You need to keep going. The biggest mistake English learners make is waiting until they feel ready. But guess what? You learn faster when you start before you're ready. Speak with mistakes. Write with simple grammar. Read slowly. Listen again and again. That's how you grow. That's how you build confidence. That's how real English learners become fluent. From learning to living. From today, don't think of English as a subject. Think of it as a tool. A tool to get a better job, make international friends, travel with confidence, watch movies and understand songs, build your dream life. You're not just learning English, you're opening a door to the world. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I'm proud of you for staying until the end. You're not just a student, you're a doer, a dreamer, a champion. Now it's your turn to take action. Speak something in English today. Watch one short video and repeat the sentences. Write 3 lines in your English journal. Share this video with a friend who is learning English too. Every small step moves you forward. Every effort counts. Keep learning, keep growing. The road ahead may not be easy, but it will be worth it. With passion, consistency, and the right mindset, you can learn English faster than you think. Your journey has already started. Now, keep walking. Thanks for being here. I'm Sarah, and I'll see you in the next video.